Hi Scorpio, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is Carmilla, and you are watching a general love reading for the sign of Scorpio for this coming week in August. Today is Thursday, August 13th. So this is a general love reading, and that means that it can apply to just about anything in your life, relationships or otherwise. I also want to remind you to be flexible with the energy. Don't be overly concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns I'm using. You can mix and match the roles within the reading, and that means that you can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. Parts of the reading may resonate for you and other parts may not, so take what does and leave what doesn't. My hope is that by the time you finish watching this, you feel like you have something that's beneficial and helpful to you in some way. So we'll get started here, Scorpio, after a couple more shuffles. And we're going to see what's in the cards for Scorpio for this coming week in August. Again, this is Carmilla. If you're unfamiliar or new to my channel, she is my son's bird. She's a green-cheeked conure. And she's decided she wants to hang out in my hair today. I'm not sure why. And then Sylvester is also hanging out in the window. He is also my son's pet. And they bring a lot of joy into my life. I hang out with the pets a lot. He works full-time. I'm retired. I hang out with the animals. They feel like my pets. And I guess they kind of are. He would be fine with me saying Carmilla is my pet because he actually needs to get rid of this bird when he eventually moves out with his friends into an apartment building because she squawks. So I haven't decided if I'm going to take on that responsibility of this bird or not. The cat, though, if I were to say, oh yeah, the cat's my cat, he gets mad at me when I say that. So I only say it to my viewers on YouTube. The cat is mine. He does do the litter box, and he feeds him, changes his water, and that kind of stuff. So I guess technically he does the, the dirty work when it comes to pets. I don't do that part. Okay, Scorpio, enough chit-chat about the pets. Let's get going and see what's going on for Scorpio. Here we go. We're going to start off with the World, paired with the Nine of Cups in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. King of Cups. Two of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Five of Wands. So we have a King of Cups on the table, Scorpio. This could be your energy or somebody you're dealing with, and I want to remind my female viewers that you can embody this energy, even though it is a masculine energy. This is somebody who's very loving, very caring, very emotionally available, is very willing to talk about and express his feelings, show his love towards the people that he cares about. He can be a very passionate, intimate partner, a very loving father or family member, a loyal and emotionally available friend. I feel like this person is in the process of making a decision, choosing a path, choosing a direction. I feel like there might be some disagreements surrounding him. I feel like there's other people involved. There could be some conflict, or maybe some unresolved conflict or some fighting. Feels like it could be causing some dissension within a group dynamic, or just some unhappy people, maybe some disappointing feelings regarding an issue that is unresolved. Feels like there could be some discussion or some talk or some debate going on. So this king of cups feels like he could be in a position to make a decision, not just for himself, but maybe for others. So maybe this is a patriarch or someone who makes decisions for others. Again, it feels like this person is maybe the head of a family, patriarch, but for some reason he's in a position of making a decision. Let's get some more cards out for Scorpio and see what else we get. We have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the 8 of Pentacles, the Empress in reverse, Seven of Wands, Page of Cups in reverse, the Devil, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and then we have the Nine of Cups again in reverse. So, by the way, this is the Gilded Tarot Royale. It's still I use the Gilded Tarot deck. I've been using it for a long time. It's one of my favorite decks, and this is the same deck, but it's just the Royale version. It's very colorful. The images are very similar, but they're a little bit brighter and more colorful. So I feel like this king is in a position of needing to make a decision that feels uncomfortable to him. It feels like something that maybe he's not used to, or something that maybe he feels for some reason I get the feeling like maybe he's not being totally honest about something, or totally open with regard to how he feels about something. I get the feeling with this Page of Cups in reverse and this Devil showing up, there's some sense of dishonesty, or not being totally honest, or not being totally open and upfront or forthright about something. And this might make this king feel uncomfortable because I don't think it's something he's used to. So he might be kind of holding back, or maybe hiding his feelings regarding something, but I feel like there's a sense that he's making a decision maybe to hold back on how he feels about something, and to a certain extent that could feel like he's being dishonest or not being forthright or upfront. Feels like it could be related to a job or a work situation. Scorpio, I get the feeling like I'm reading for this king, so I want to remind you again, if you're a female, you can certainly embody this king, but you could also be represented by somebody who shows up in the reading, or this could feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. So you could know somebody who's going through this, and this reading is coming through for you because it's significant to you. Maybe whatever this person is going through affects you in some way, or something of that nature. Because it does feel like there's definitely other people involved. We do have a King of Pentacles in reverse on the table. I haven't decided yet if this is the same person or not. There's some kind of decision that needs to be made about maybe a work situation or a financial situation. It has something to do with work or money or business. maybe a project this king is working on. I feel like he might be making a decision for himself, and it might affect other people, and maybe he's not being open or forthright about this because he knows that it could potentially hurt other people. Let's get some more cards out on the table for Scorpio and see what else we get. 8 of Swords. Nine of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands in reverse. 7 of Wands in reverse this time. 9 of Pentacles. Clarifying this, King of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Five of Swords again in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant. So I feel like this king is making a decision for himself. It feels like it could be, this could be job related or work related. It feels like he's trying to make a decision for himself that he feels maybe looked at by others as a selfish decision on his part. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling like whatever he's thinking about, this decision for himself might be lucrative for him. It might be financially profitable. It might be some new work situation, but it feels like it could involve money or finances, and it feels like it could potentially be profitable or beneficial to him in some way. I get the feeling like this is the thing that there's like this temptation or this lure. He feels drawn to this, potentially drawn to do this. On the one hand, it feels like it could be something very positive for him. On the other hand, there is this negative twist to this. Like if he accepts this job or he accepts this opportunity, he's going to be seen in a negative light by others. Or other people won't agree with him accepting this opportunity, or it's going to make others unhappy. So I get the feeling again that he's trying to make this decision on what to do, but he's weighing the pros and cons, because I'm not sure if he has a clear understanding of whether or not this is alluring enough for him to go for, where it's also worth it to maybe lose some respect or lose some loyalty or cause some conflict with others. There's some kind of negative twist to this where it's going to affect other people in a negative manner, but it would be positive for him. It also feels like something he possibly could have been working on for a while. I think this King of Pentacles is the same person. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse and could be somebody who's kind of a little bit greedy in nature, or somebody who kind of looks out for himself. He could be a little bit egotistical, somebody who is not necessarily concerned about others. But I feel like this is something maybe this King of Cups maybe has been working toward or working on for a long period of time, something he's invested a lot of energy into. It does feel like it's something for him and him alone with this Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups out here. But the Nine of Cups in reverse, again, I get the feeling like whatever this is for him could potentially, Nine of Cups is out here twice in reverse. This could potentially cause issues for other people. And I think that it's that the emotional effect or the effect it will have on others that is having him question this decision for himself. he can't decide if he wants this or not. Or maybe, it's something that he potentially has at his fingertips. This is something that maybe is presenting itself as an opportunity for him now, that he's gotten to this point where he could maybe take the next step or start something for himself, but now he's at this point where he might give it up because he's not sure he wants it anymore. But at the same time, if he lets this go at this point in time, it would be something that could potentially be very, I just get, with the pentacles that are coming out here, it feels like it could be a very profitable or lucrative job, business opportunity, investment. I get the feeling like this is something that maybe, again, he's been waiting for or hoping for. It feels like I think something that he's at least thought he's wanted for a long time. But now he's thinking, you know what? I can't take this opportunity. It's a selfish move on my part. I think this Empress in reverse, this is what I mean when I say don't worry about the gender of the cards, because I think the Empress in reverse is also representing this King. So there's one energy on the table, and it's this King's energy. And I think that he feels like if he goes for this opportunity, it's going to look like a selfish move on his part, and it's going to cause grief for others or unhappiness for others. So again, maybe this is somebody who's at the head of a family, male or female, doesn't matter, but going after this opportunity is for him and him alone, or her and her alone, and this person can't take others with him if he takes this opportunity or chooses this path. And so I think that's where he's stuck. I think that's where he's trying to figure out, is this the right move for me, or is this a selfish move for me? Do I do this because I'll end up making a whole lot of money and it's what I've been working toward, and risk my reputation, or risk people being mad at me? Or do I risk, losing the ones I love over this opportunity? I think that's where he's at right now. So let's get some more cards for Scorpio and see what else we get. Page of Swords. Don't you dare start biting my ear. Page of Swords. Six of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Seven of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Magician in reverse, and the Lovers. Okay, so I get the feeling that this is something that this King has been investing some time, energy, maybe money and resources into, and it's something he's been working on maybe by himself or for himself, but I feel like there is maybe a hope that he will get buy-in from other people, or maybe there's a chance that other people will want to work with him with regard to whatever this is. This Devil energy has me a little bit confused because the other cards that are representing whatever this is for this King are actually pretty positive. But I feel like the part that has him or her, remember, I'm using him because it's a King. I don't want you to get upset because you're a female and resonating with this and I keep saying him, he. Just remember, gender doesn't matter. I'm just describing the energy. I get the feeling that the reason that the devil is showing up here is because it's something that maybe this king has kept to himself and he's been working on, and the opportunity to take this to the next level has presented itself. And I think he may want others to buy in or work with him or get on board with him. But it's something that he's been doing that he really wants for himself. It feels like something that he's been really working for or wanting for himself, but he's hopeful that others will see it the way he's seeing it and maybe jump on board too. At the same time, I'm not sure that he's going to get the buy-in that he wants. And I don't think that he wants to be seen as someone who's manipulative or selfish or egotistical with regard to the connections or relationships. I think that he would like people to see this as an opportunity also, or he wants to be seen in the same light that he's being seen as. He doesn't want this kind of energy, but I think he's afraid that if he goes for this opportunity, he's going to be seen as kind of an egotistical, selfish, manipulative type individual, and he's not that person. But for some reason, whatever this is for him, he's afraid that's going to make him look like he's that type of person. I hope that makes sense, Scorpio. So I don't know that he's talking about this yet, but he's definitely thinking about it. I'm not sure he's talking to others about this just yet. Maybe he has, but I'm not sure he's been real direct about it or really forthright or upfront. Because I think he's afraid, again, I think he's afraid that he might get some pushback, that he might have some people who are not so happy with maybe his potential decisions. I don't think he's made this decision yet. It's definitely on his mind. And I get this feeling he wants people to buy in. He wants people to jump on board with him. Even though I think that his initial intentions were for him to do this on his own, this was something for him. This person feels like a very independent energy. He feels independent, but at the same time, he feels like he could be surrounded by a lot of significant people. A lot of people that mean a lot to this person. So deep connections, people that are significant in his life. Maybe this is something that this king started, early on, and it's something he's been working on for a long time, and through time he's developed some ties and some relationships that he doesn't necessarily want to lose or let go of, but this opportunity is something that requires him to go rogue or solo without the people that surround him that he loves and trusts. But maybe he's now at this point where he's developed these relationships, so now that he wants to take this opportunity to the next level, he'd like people to come along with him. That's what I've got from this set of cards so far. I'm going to give this last deck just a couple more shuffles here, and then we're going to get this last round out, Scorpio, and see what else we get. So there's the Empress again, this time in the upright position. Temperance. Four of Swords in reverse. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. Moon in reverse. Eight of Swords. Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I'm kind of getting more of the same, kind of reinforcing what I've been feeling from this set of cards. I do get a strong sense that this King of Cups has very positive intentions with regard to whatever this is. But it does feel like it's something he's been working on for himself. And I think he would like others to see it as something that's positive and something that could be embraced by others. But I think he's unsure. I think he's afraid that when he reveals what this is to other people, that other people might lose respect for him. And maybe it's because he's kept it to himself for so long. That could be it too. It could be that he has just not been upfront or forthright or very, very sincere when talking about this. I don't think that this is something that's totally unknown to other people. I think this is maybe he's had conversations regarding this opportunity or this thing that he's working on. Maybe he's gotten some mixed responses or mixed feedback from people, so he's a little reluctant to go any deeper with this. But I feel like he's afraid that he's going to lose respect or lose face or lose the loyalty of maybe some people he's very close to. I think that his biggest concern is the fact that he could potentially ruin some significant relationships because this is not something that other people will embrace or want. And I think he's reluctant to make a final decision because of that more than anything else, Scorpio. So again, I don't know, if this is you, this is the only person that's in the reading. It's a solo energy reading, so it's just one person, Scorpio. If this is you, I always subscribe to the idea that communication is always the best policy. Being totally honest about something, being totally honest and upfront about your feelings, your expectations, your hopes and your dreams. I don't think there's anything wrong with being totally upfront, authentic, honest, and out there. Put it all out on the table. Why not? I prescribe to that, but that's just me. It's possible that this has gone on long enough that that's not an option necessarily to be, or maybe it hasn't been in the past, an option to be totally honest or upfront about this, but I feel, in my opinion, that's the best policy. So if these relationships are as significant as they feel like they are, I'm going to take this card. Queen of Air. Interesting. If these relationships are as significant as I feel like they are, then the people that you're communicating with, at the very least, should be open and inviting you to have the conversation or be willing to have the conversation with you. At the very least. So I would recommend that. Now we have the Queen of Swords that came out. So this could be somebody that you're dealing with, or this could also embody your energy as well. But the Queen of Swords is all about being honest, being authentic, being open, being clear-headed, facing the truth. This is somebody who is willing to express herself. She doesn't sugarcoat things. She's not going to pussyfoot around and try to pretend that something is something else than when it's not. She's going to tell it like it is. Again, this could represent your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. But the Queen of Air is kind of everything that I was talking about before I pulled this card. It's just about being honest and authentic and telling it like it is. Maybe that is the advice you'll get from this card. Maybe, you know, if you resonate with this reading, you'll think, okay, well, this is where I need to go with this. So I'm going to read this out of the book. It's about a page and a half. So here we go, Scorpio. The Queen of Air is one who may at times seem to be cold and distant. There are also times when it is said that she lacks empathy and compassion. This, however, is not the case. The Queen of Air is not unfeeling, rather she is a critical thinker, possessed of a very analytical mind. She relates to others with more ease on an intellectual level. She is very observant and detached. After years of observing others, she can see through deception to the truth. She can see how an individual's choices in the past have led them to their present, and she can see patterns of behavior that weave and influence an individual's present. The reason she is often said to be without compassion is because she will offer her observations irrespective of whether they are welcome or not. Tact and diplomacy are not her strengths, and as a consequence she can come across as quite stern and hard. But her observations and advice are still offered with the best of intentions. She is neither an optimist nor a pessimist. She is a realist. She chooses not to allow her emotions to cloud her judgment. She thinks with her head and not her heart, and that is why she appears in your reading today. The Queen of Air represents a need to think clearly without emotion clouding judgment and perception. Emotional detachment is necessary. It is not about being uncaring, but understanding that the moment at hand requires decisiveness and impartial objectivity. In order to achieve the outcome you desire, you will need to be rational, logical, and realistic, and call upon your knowledge and learning. Think things through carefully. Facts are all that matter. An emotional response, or one born of an intuitive feeling, is counterproductive at this time. If you find yourself working or interacting with someone who is very like the Queen of Air, it is best to maintain an air of impartiality. Be forthright and concise, and do not allow your emotions to get the better of you. It's interesting because I used that word forthright, where this king was not being forthright with this Page of Cups, because this is an emotional matter for him. So I think this is advice to maybe accept that this is the energy you need to embrace at this point in time. Just a little interjection here. I'm going to find my spot and continue on. Be forthright and concise and do not allow your emotions to get the better of you. Work to a strategy. Choose your words carefully. The Air Queen types are easily drawn into debate and will argue their point with a ruthless efficiency and skill. They have little respect for an emotional viewpoint and emotional logic or intuition. Stick to the facts and keep your emotions in check. She also represents a need to speak with honesty and authority and to be just and fair. Allow those around you to speak with the same freedom, even if what is offered challenges you. If you embody the qualities of the Queen of Air within yourself, don't be taken aback if you are met with disagreement by someone who is of like nature. Don't take offense if others address you in the same direct manner that you employ yourself, and use the same tactics that you would employ to make their point. If you want respect, you must also accord others the same respect. If you are one to call a spade, then don't be shocked if others follow your lead and do the same. The Queen is also a master weaver who creates her reality with precision and skill. She uses her knowledge and intellect to plan, organize, and to determine the best strategy required to achieve her goals and objectives. There is not much the Queen of Air does in her day that she does not consciously choose and anticipate. She is precise, meticulous, and is always in control of the loom that is her life. The web that she weaves is of her own making. She might not be the most spontaneous of people, but she knows what she wants and she knows how to get it. Seek out the Queen of Air or embody her if you want the same for yourself. This was a perfect card to end this reading, Scorpio, because first of all, it illustrates what I say at the very beginning of most of my readings, is that the gender of the card doesn't matter, because this person is represented by the Empress twice, the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Magician in reverse, and the Page of Cups in reverse. This person is looking at the situation from an emotional standpoint and needs to look at it from a more practical standpoint, from the standpoint that the Queen of Swords will look at it. Be honest, be authentic. Don't try to interject emotion into the situation. And I think that you'll be able to get your point across and you'll be understood. if you embody this kind of energy. So Scorpio, I'm going to leave this here. I hope this reading resonated for you. I appreciate you watching. Thanks so much. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you want to. I'm going to close it here. Carmela says goodbye. She's hanging out behind me still. So I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.